Hello Aries, how are you going? This is your general reading for November. Do you believe it? I don't believe it. Anywho, apparently I lost October. So welcome back if you're coming back. You're very brave. And if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Let's see where we're going. All right, at the bottom of the deck we've got Learn from Karma. 18, number 18. All right, learning from karma. Embrace meditation. And I'm trying to get there so you can see them. And listen to your intuition. Now, by embracing meditation, you're going to hear your intuition much clearer. And maybe you haven't done this in the past. Maybe you're getting a second chance to trust yourself more by actually pausing and taking time to hear the quiet voice of your intuition. And by doing that, you're going to right some wrongs. Not so much right wrongs as in the literal definition, but, you know, fix any wounds that you've created by not listening to your intuition. Because it's pretty easy for us to do that. All right, my loves, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups talks about bringing messages of hope and love and affection and compassion and all things heart-centered. I will lay these out as usual and then we'll get into it. Six of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, Eight of Coins, the Moon, Page of Swords. Right, then we've got Five of Coins, Five of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Eight of Swords. Oh no, I don't think we'll leave that. Right, that's better. I like it when we clear things up at the end. All right, so at the foundation of the situation is the Ace of Swords, and this talks about clarity, truth, your clarity, and seeing it for what it is. Very much your intuition, your inner knowing. Currently you're victorious over the past of, where are you? Victorious over the past of overworking, overthinking things, over being too focused on the doing and not enough on the being and the listening. You're overcoming that. You're overcoming the challenges of doing, having to be something that others expect you to be, having to do all the time, you know, the workhorse. Blocking that, like the challenge to that is sitting in that energy, being able to know when to act and know when to watch, not spending too much time acting and not too much time just overseeing. It's still a challenge. It's still an ongoing issue for you to work through. At the head of the situation, you've got the Moon. So there are still some things you haven't seen yet, you're not aware of yet, and this is where the karma and the taking time out and the listening to your intuition. The meditation card is up here as well. So it's a real calling back of the doing into the being, just being centered and the listening. That's, if you take nothing else away from that this month, this is what you're being called to do. Coming up, you've got the Page of Swords. So with this Ace of Swords at the foundation and the Page of Swords coming up soon, you're starting to get into this Ace of Swords kind of energy, and you're learning to take new steps in a different truth, a different way of living, a different way of existing. You're starting to practice a different way. You might feel a bit left out and kind of in the unknown area. You've got 2 5s, one after the other, and that talks about change and challenge. And with the 5 of Cups, you might grieve when we stop doing something and we actually allow ourselves to be still. It's very uncomfortable, and you'll have seen this all the way through COVID. All the people who are so used to being active and doing and being busy all the time, they had real grief when they had to stop doing that. They had to step out of, a lot of people felt like they'd been kicked out, like they'd been thrown out in the cold. And then they had grief about what they had lost or what they perceived to have lost. Then comes the Ace of Cups, and it's like a message of, hang on a second, can't you see what you've been given? Yes, we understand you're grieving. Yes, we understand you're finding this a hard time, but here's the gift, here's the love, here's the abundance of beauty that is on offer here. If you just listen, just stop what you're doing and listen to what your heart's telling you. It's very quiet, but it's there. If you don't do that, the outcome will be the 8 of Swords. Overthinking, paralyzed, locked into the same thinking that got you in this situation, and if you keep sitting in it, it's just going to come round and round and round. But if you do take the advice of this and take some time out to meditate and heal the wounds, then your intuition, the messages from your intuition will come in much faster and much clearer. So it's kind of up to you. What do you want? Do you want to keep doing on automatic robot style, or do you want to step into something much more authentic and true to you? I will leave that with you, my loves, and talk to you soon. Much love as always. Talk to you soon. Bye.